Do you like listening to podcasts? Of course you do. You're listening to a podcast right now. What about getting paid to listen to podcasts? Well, now you can. Sign up at podcoin.com and get paid to listen to your favorite podcasts. It's free. Get paid to listen, save up your Podcoins, cash them in for prizes like Amazon or Starbucks gift cards, or you can donate to charity like we do. Use our offer code SUPERPOD to get 300 Podcoins on us. It's available in the App Store and on Android. It's the only way that we listen to podcasts now, and it could change the way that you listen to podcasts. Now on with the show.
This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
In a pig's eye.
An accident is wetting the bed.
Nazi titties.
Oh, that and more.
Cody, punch Mike Tyson out!
No, I'm drinking. I love beer. Beer, beer, beer. Here it goes down. Down, down, down.
Fuck. How's that? Did it taste good?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Welcome to episode 76 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
We're drunk as shit.
I'm probably more drunk than you are.
I'm on my way there, dude. Like, I was trying to pace myself through those fucking movies.
Are you halfway there?
I'm living on a prayer. Welcome to Cult Cinema Showdown 25, goddammit. Earth's mightiest zeros.
4 movies that wasted our fucking time.
While we got wasted. While we're currently getting... You know what? Fuck. Just to throw some legitimacy out there. There is a fine fucking bottle of vodka just sitting right here at our table with some shot glasses.
Right here. Oh, sorry.
No,
I didn't mean to belch into the microphone.
It's all good. Pours a couple... fuck it. Let's pour some shots, and we'll take a shot right now before we jump into, like, all the shit that's happening.
You know, all of you people well aware of this. This was the Drunken Podcast. The first ever. So be ready for a lot of slurs and just fuckery. And that.
Yeah. And fun fact for those of you out there listening, we've been drunk separately. This is, believe it or not, in the 5 years that we have been around each other, this is the first time that we've actually gotten this fucking drunk together. Shot number 1.
I know, it's surprising.
But we don't drink a whole bunch, man. Like, we rarely ever fucking drink. But I have wine. There's vodka. I'm already through this.
He has
bottle.
wine. I have a beer and vodka, like just sitting here. So
cheers.
Mustache cheers.
Down the fucking hatch. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it burns so good. Oh, god damn.
That's sweet.
Oh, yeah. Yellowfin vodka. Good shit.
Made here in Sulphur.
That's right. All right, guys. So what we're talking about today, Metal Man, The Amazing Bulk, Thunderstorm, The Return of Thor, and Captain Battle Legacy War.
AKA a trend rake. One after another.
And we know what you're thinking. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Well, we'll tell you what the fuck this shit is. This shit that has been fucked is a lot of quote-unquote mockbuster releases from the same fucking movie company. Even though they got distributed elsewhere, Tomcat Pictures is responsible for this shit.
Second of all, we had to be drunk for this because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
After watching 3 of these films, I'm glad to make this decision.
Same.
Because we had to fast forward a good bit on 3 of these.
Just because it was so fucking pointless to, like,
There was no reason to sit there and watch 2 people talk about
nothing.
the most boring shit ever.
And you'll find out as we roll through this episode.
But the sequence that he announced every movie, was literally the sequence of watching progression that we did.
Yeah, it was fucking something to behold, god damn it. I think, though, before we do this shit, I would like to throw a giant shout out to our sisters from Different Misters over at the Faves of Our Lives podcast. Kelly and Brittany,
Our faves.
we fucking love you guys. So we're going to let them tell you about their podcast, The Faves of Our Lives.
Hey guys, I'm Brittany,
And I'm Kelly,
and we're the hosts of the Faves of Our Lives.
the podcast about everyone's favorite everythings.
This season, we talk about everyone's favorite TV shows by taking polls and comments on social media.
Join us for laughs, banter, and made-up words.
You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at the Faves of Our L1. That's at the Faves of Our L and the number 1.
Bye.
Where'd they go?
They went to go do their show.
No, come back.
Oh, that would be a really fun show
Yeah.
to have to do with them. That'd be fucking fun. Be fun.
I agree.
Yes. Okay, guys, we're not gonna
Back to the show.
Yeah, we're going right into this son of a bitch. All right, Metal Man with the power to metal. I don't fucking know what the fuck, dude. Like, swear on everything. This is an Iron Man ripoff. If you haven't guessed by looking at the fucking social media posts that we've made this week, these covers are they're a thing of beauty.
And to start off with this film, how about we go with,
You know?
because the main character, Kyle, is on his way to his science thing,
He looks
whatever.
like he's going to a science fair, dude.
And all he wants to do is meet this chick,
You know?
And for the first 10 minutes, all we get is well,
You know?
well,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't. Please explain what you know.
Well, what I know is that some of this movie didn't. I say some of this movie. I'm being nice. These movies didn't make a goddamn bit of sense. Okay, so he goes to this fucking science lab where he's working under this guy named Dr. Blake, and he's making this fucking helmet or this metal suit or whatever. And he goes in there and he wants to test it on him. And apparently, Kyle has a genius IQ, so this is why he chose him to fucking get inside of this suit.
Fucking apparently.
Yeah. So puts him in the suit, and then he's like, "We need to test you in the freezer."
At negative 40 degrees.
Can we talk about the fucking communication system that he said he was going to talk to him through when he puts him in this fucking thing?
No joke, you guys. He's sitting there going, okay, I'm going to communicate with you with this holographic messenger system. And it pans to this fucking
It's a
basic calculator on the fucking wall. And I'm like, hold on, rewind this stupid shit. What the fuck was that? It had a freaking 448 something code on there. I'm like, is that a fucking
He's gonna
calculator?
write boobies upside down on it.
It's 8008135. But backwards.
Jenny, I got your number.
But backwards. But no, some secret fucking code that binds the helmet to Kyle's head, and it makes him Metal Man.
And
Not
then
from Mega Man.
no,
A
metal.
totally different, far worse ripoff.
Much worse.
Yeah.
So these two thugs enter, okay? First off, I would like to point out that the bald thug that enters the room is going to make an appearance in The Amazing Bulk as one of the detectives, okay? So we'll be seeing his dumbass later. Now, for the coup de grace of these motherfuckers walking in, I can only describe this as rent a Billy Bob Thornton.
Well, I mean, I put Billy Bob Sebastian.
I mean, it's whatever. You know? Oh, that
I
fucker.
still don't fucking know about 20 minutes into this film what the fuck is going on, because Dr. Blake is like, okay, I'm going to put Kyle in a freezer and freeze his ass at 40 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit or Kelvin, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care. And here comes Sebastian, Billy Bob Sebastian.
Billy Bob Ariel.
And he wants to sit there and say, okay, you stole my shit. I'm going to take your shit. We're going to work together. Oh, fuck no. I ain't going to do nothing with you. Oh, okay. Elbow.
Right to the fucking face.
Knocks his ass out.
Real hard.
opens the fucking freezer, and here comes Kyle. What the fuck happened?
And meanwhile, Dr. Blake is just bleeding out of his ear.
Just his fucking ear, his right ear.
His right ear is bleeding.
And he proceeds to tell Kyle, oh, by the way, the helmet, it's stuck to you.
Yeah, and he's sitting there, how do I get this suit off?
You can't.
Don't. Yeah, you don't, kid. What do you mean you don't? Well, you know.
don't.
Well, you know.
You know.
you don't.
So guess what? You're this metal man person.
Dude, my first immediate thought when that happened was like, how is Kyle supposed to piss and shit whenever he is stuck in this fucking suit? How's he supposed to eat?
He says stealth. Remember?
I know, but I'm laughing because I think that, and then all of a sudden, it's just as if the script told them to work around this loophole.
Wait. Okay, he goes stealth, right?
Yeah.
So the suit is still stealth.
So he's still in the suit.
So he's pissing at himself.
He's pissing and shitting himself. And you know what he has to eat? He's got to eat this green fucking liquid shit that what does he put it in the back of his head? Like the helmet?
In his neck. And
Yeah,
it looks like a freaking hug. You remember the little drinks, the hugs with the little foil tops?
Yeah, the juice bombs, dude.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
The juice grenades. Dude, and it's hilarious because the way they explain this shit is like, why can't you get him off? Because the helmet has fucking nanobots in it that go into his cerebrum and fucking take his whole body over and control and command him.
Yeah, at one point he tells them, okay, tell yourself, claustrophobia is not real. Okay, I'll tell myself that. Guess what? You don't fear claustrophobia anymore.
Claustrophobia might be real in this movie, but you know what else is real? Claustrophuckia, because that's how I felt with this fucking shit.
You know?
You know?
That is literally the theme of this film is, you know.
You know.
Because this guy cannot talk to girls at all.
No, but you know what I was laughing at too, though? Is when he goes home to find his parents, because he talks to his parents in the beginning. So he leaves and he goes home, and his parents are fucking dead. And then he goes outside, and then there's this...
I love that segue. His parents are dead.
Well, I mean, they fucking are. So he goes home, his parents are dead. He goes outside, cue the spy music. It's some, like, supposedly action-y James Bond sounding shit. And he's just punching motherfuckers outside. He roundhouse kicks the shit out of them, like 3 in a row.
Which I'll give this film... The action sequences are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Decent.
So, meanwhile, the fucker that went to go steal the other helmet, Sebastian.
Billy Bob Sebastian.
He has...
Billy Bob Bastard.
Right. He's been working on this other helmet, trying to get it to basically be exactly what the actual helmet was doing, because I think this is just a prototype.
I think so.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's a real creeper. He has dinner with this chick, Marissa, and I think she works under him.
And apparently he dressed her up in a red dress and was like, oh, you look pretty.
So she can work under him and be under him later that night. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
This whole sequence is fucking weird.
Uncomfortable.
Because the entire time that part of the movie happened, there was this weird ass rumbling going on.
Was it a Royal Rumble?
I don't know.
It would have been cool.
It was a rumble in his loins, I guess. Because every time he would say something or she would say something, it was a...
Sounds like an 808 drop.
It's like, yes, did you research that thing I was saying about... No, Sebastian, I didn't... Well, I need you to research this. Okay, Sebastian, I will...
Why? Why is this fucking happening?
What is this thunder shit? Is this like Thunderstorm, Return of Thor?
Not yet.
Precursor shit?
I mean, you never know. I tried to find ways these are all connected, but I don't think they are.
By the same developer.
I mean, there was...
The same company.
Well, I guess you could connect this one to the Amazing Bulk because of the Bald Thug or whatever, but you never know.
That one part, yes.
Yeah, and I was saying that, dude. Like, what the fuck was up with the thunder every other line? It was just so stupid. And then he's sitting there, he's like, well, Kyle's got, Kyle's got a 173 IQ. He's a genius. And
who the fuck cares?
You know,
Because they don't display that 173 IQ in this whole fucking film. I'm sorry.
no, it's
They don't.
I like whenever he was. What was the scene where? Was it the helmet or like something? He was like, I wonder what this can do. And he was like, so do I.
Yeah, it was the helmet scene. They were
Yeah.
trying like, oh yeah, I wonder what this thing could do.
So do
can
I. Yeah, so do I.
I watch you.
You dirty fucking bitch.
Because there was one part. We're probably skipping like
I don't give a shit.
a whole fucking 45 minutes of this film, but basically he was having like this real intimate scene with this one girl he was wanting, and Dr. Blake was like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching you."
He's fucking sitting there playing bass like Sting, and he's
Doom, doom, doom.
every breath you take.
Call the police.
It's
This
a
is
Sting.
Sting.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is such a creepy film.
Dude, the way Kyle has to disguise himself when he goes to that fucking hardware store to get all the shit for those 2 bolts order for the costume.
Yeah, he runs into that one guy and his girlfriend is like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, man. I'm sorry." "No, I think you did that on purpose."
When he fucking puts his helmet on though, and he's just like, or he changed into the suit, whatever the fuck he does when he comes out of the damn.
Well, no, because when he was at the hardware store,
Oh no, he was still in that fucking goatee like ponytail look, right?
yeah, he was in that like 6 different people like look. Like, okay, we compile 6 different identities to make this one identity. Nobody will ever recognize it.
Are you
then he's
fucking
like,
kidding
And then
me?
he fucking knee groins him like, was that it?
right in the fucking dick.
Like he's so like Chris like just casually did it like pop. That dude's never gonna dance again.
And I'm never gonna piss again. My left nut has got no feeling. God damn it.
It's easy to pretend.
Can I
know
just
we're all a fool.
God, can I talk about the action music that plays
should.
every time?
You should.
Look, they go back and Sebastian has kidnapped this lab assistant and he's threatening to put this fucking helmet on her, which he does, and it fucking explodes her head inside the fucking helmet. The whole time afterwards, when he's having the conversation with Marissa, there's this really intense action music playing and nothing action-wise is happening whatsoever. And then it just stops mid-conversation.
I feel like it's like somebody's nephew, like at 11 years old, just like pushing buttons on a computer and like, yeah, that actually sounds really great. We should put that in our movie.
Put it in there. We'll buy it for $20.
Just 20.
No more, no less. You can take it or
We'll
leave it.
make you famous.
You know?
You know.
You know.
Yeah.
Why the fuck was money spent on this movie?
How much was it?
I don't remember.
forget.
I would probably fucking put a bullet in my own head if I heard how much this movie cost because it was that fucking horrible.
Jesus Christ.
It's serious.
Did we forget the pig's eye scene?
Why don't you talk about it if we did?
So, this was way before we were talking about it now. There was a point where Dr. Blake was confronted by Sebastian, right? And was like, "You're going to work for me because you stole my shit." And Dr. Blake was like, "In a pig's eye."
What?
And I'm like, who the fuck came up with that line?
You know?
And second of all, who uses that line?
You know? I mean, I don't know.
I want to see a pig's eye with like a fucking helmet in it and be like, that's a metal man.
Oh, god damn it. We're bumping mics. We're doing all kind of shit. We don't give a fuck.
Fuck!
I just want to know something, okay?
We're going to lose listeners because of this.
It's okay. He fucking can't fly in the suit. I want to know why he can't fly in this goddamn suit. He's got so many upgrades and so many like things he can do, but he can't fly.
He can stealth. He can shield. He can heal him. He can heal other people. That was another thing. He can heal other people, but he can't fly.
That's a shame.
Why? He had to drive around in the fucking van.
I bet it's because his name is Kyle.
He had to drive around. Listen to my words. He had to drive around in a fucking van.
Dude, every fucking superhero in this movie drove. Drove something.
Why?
I don't know.
This defeats the purpose of why a superhero is super. You would think they would hover or like fly,
Jump far or something.
or just like just run real fast and just jump. No, he just drove a fucking minivan like a fucking soccer mom.
Well, let's talk about the second fight scene that he gets into, okay? So he beats the shit out of these guys. And
Which
then,
he did before.
yeah, he did before. But like these other people he goes and beats the shit out of. I fucking laughed my ass off when he slammed that one dude into that car hood, and it was like 6 different angles of the same thing. So you just hear pa, 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 pa. What?
It was like that freaking YouTube video with the guy with the gun and he had the sauce. It was like, and a scrap pat pat.
Skinny beep, bup, bup.
Scrap pat.
And a beat goes good.
And his head goes scrap pat pat.
That's exactly what I thought when it happened too. So that's pretty fucking
Pretty
dumb.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I guess Kyle says fuck it and starts to use the suit to hunt down Sebastian at this point, which I don't give a fuck that we've skipped over a lot because this movie's bullshit. I just want to look at the stuff.
Even though Dr. Blake's like, hey, Kyle, don't be violent. And Kyle's
Oh.
like, you know what? I'm going to be violent because they kill my fucking parents.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. I think we both did, actually. Because when Dr. Blake died, he actually implanted an AI version of himself in the fucking helmet, a la like Tony Stark has with Jarvis.
How? We don't fucking care.
But it's hilarious. He's just like, what does he say a lot? He says like, I don't think so, or some shit a lot.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But any fucking way. So he says fuck it, goes to hunt down Sebastian. And like Sebastian's like, oh, Julie's gonna die. And Julie is this chick that he talked to in the dead fucking beginning of the movie. And he has kidnapped her apparently. So she's in this room. She's on a black, hang on, dude. She is on a black fucking couch. Okay. I have seen this before.
You should explain this. Frustration.
All right. It's not so much a frustration. It's just funny, okay?
No, it's frustration. Like, how do you act so stupid?
No, I'm getting there. But I'm talking about the fact that when we cut to this scene, she's in a room. And they throw her on this fucking black sofa, this black leather couch. I have seen enough porn to know how this plays out, okay? This is a fucking casting couch.
Like, 3 of these 4 films are like, okay, introduction to porn.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna go to Pornhub and be like, okay, Metal Man. Oh, this is a porn scene. Oh, Captain Battle. This is a porn scene.
Fapton battle. Yeah. But what pisses me off is at some point in the movie, and I'm saying this before I forget about it because I will. They fucking handcuff her to the leg of this fucking sofa. Okay, look, I've worked in furniture before. Most furniture, like, you can screw like legs onto the sofas. Okay, this was absolutely one of those legs that you could like lift the corner of the couch up and unscrew it with your other hand. Why didn't she do this?
More importantly, why didn't she just lift the leg up off the ground and just be like, slip?
Well, I mean, the way they cuffed it, it couldn't slip off the bottom. But if she unscrewed it, it would have slid off the top because it was so like small.
But Sebastian had video surveillance, and if she would have unscrewed it, she'd been like, fucked.
I'd have just done it to be spiteful, like a fucking asshole.
I would have been sitting there like, okay, pick up the couch, unscrew it, and put my finger to the fucking camera like, hey, I'm smarter than you thought.
Yeah, I guess so. You know?
No.
You don't know?
You know.
You know.
I can't be captured.
Still, though, like, I'm asking once again. She's in this fucking room. Kyle winds up surrendering to this gang just to get her free. Marissa is going to try to take a blood sample from him, but she sneaks him her fucking keys. Why can't he fly? Why does he have to be snuck a fucking pair of keys to escape and drive out of this bitch?
No, you're missing the most important thing. He's the strongest person. And there's a whole fucking room.
He can't blast the door open. He can't fucking judo chop somebody in the jugular or some shit.
He can't grab both of these motherfuckers by the throat and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna...
He's gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah.
But he can't do it.
But he's like, you know what, for the movie's sake, I'm gonna sit there and comply.
You know what I laughed at the most, though? When he goes and he rescues Julie, okay? And she's like, blah, blah, blah. The way his voice modulation is in this movie is so fucking loud. He's like, keep it down.
We gotta escape.
We gotta escape. Keep it down, bitch. No, I can't shut up. I'm always talking this loud. Bitch. My name's Metal Man, not Pussy Man.
My name is Jim.
My name's Jeff. What if his name was actually Jeff?
He spoke so loud that anybody get down the block and hear him talk.
Seriously though, if he's going to escape and she's like, who are you? My name is Jeff.
My name's Kyle.
My name is Kyle.
I'm Metal Man now.
Shit.
How you feel about that shit?
Well, here's what makes me laugh though. The AI comes in and is all like, it comes all over the place.
Oof.
It's like you can go invisible. Really? Yeah.
So he gets these 2 chips that he puts into his mind box thing, and he's like, "Oh, Dr. Blake, what can I do? Oh, you can go completely invisible. Okay, go completely invisible."
How invisible does he get?
He goes so invisible that he touches his girl next to him and goes completely invisible too.
Oh man, so it's double invisible.
Double vision invisible.
No disguise, double invisible. I don't fucking give a shit. That's some funny shit.
But
so, yeah. You know?
They escape somewhat, and the Goonies are shooting at him, and Dr. Blake's going, hey, your nanobody can't handle this shit. So you need to get out of there. Shields up.
Shields up, shields down, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now.
Keep rolling, walking.
Keep walking. Oh, I can't fly, because he can't
What
fly.
the fuck is this script?
Seriously, guys, it's bad, okay?
Yeah, because apparently this suit, just to give you kind of context, this suit runs off the electro particle thingy of the body. And it's like, oh, if you drain too much, you become so weak and you can't do shit. So he's like, I'm going to go run into a barn with Julie, the girl that I've been stalking every Wednesday at college.
Every Wednesday? Is this specifically Wednesday?
Every fucking Wednesday.
Every Wednesday is...
And she's like, oh, what the fuck is going on? She has no idea what's going on. And Kyle's like, I'm so fucking weak.
Like, how weak?
Like, he falls asleep in the fucking hay bale. And he wakes up to a fucking, softcore porn version with Julie. And Dr. Blake's in the background like, I like to watch.
That was so creepy. Is this whenever they fucking introduced that green motherfucker that looks like a metal Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last fight of the film, guys. So they punch some more, and then they punch again. I don't know. It's supposed to be this fucking big fight.
Like this epic battle, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna do a test field subject.
I think it's like Mechaterra M48.
Mechaterra.
So it launches a missile and blows up the absolute most computer-generated airplane I have ever seen in my whole fucking life.
The dumbest scene in this film.
Blows it up. He punches the fuck out of this robot. It falls over. It's whatever. I don't give a shit. It kills the fuck out of it. Okay, and then Sebastian puts the fucking helmet on and melts. And when I say he melts, I mean it's like this Spirit Halloween flesh body costume just thrown on the ground.
No, they took a freaking raw chicken body and just toss it in the fucking middle of the ground. It's like, hey, this replicates a melted body. With the fucking helmet next to it. It's like, no, this is Sebastian. He's a fucking raw chicken.
Why? Oh, it gets better though. So you guys, yeah, it does. Y'all remember Julie, the chick that like, so he's had a crush on her. Okay, they've even established in the movie. They've even said it. They're like, oh, we know you love this girl. Blah blah blah. All this other shit. Where does she go? I don't fucking know, because the movie fucking ends, and then there's an after credit sequence that says 1 year later, and then Kyle and Marissa, who had a helmet put on her, are suddenly in love and dating. What happened to Julie?
But what's weird about this whole sequence is that they sit there and go stealth off. And they have this like, okay, if you remember like the family portraits that they take of people that like are like really corny.
Are you talking about like those old shitty like Kmart like with the backdrop like in the portrait studio where
Like
they're looking off at
Kyle,
something?
Kyle's holding Marissa with the helmet on. And it's like this like serene like, oh my god, I'm in love with this helmet.
He's gonna fuck the helmet.
Just the helmet.
He's gonna stick his dick right in that helmet. He's gonna put his helmet in the helmet.
Ew.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking inebriated, sir. I don't care at this point.
I'm there.
I know you're there. I've been there too.
So that's Metal Man.
That's Metal Man. We're sorry. I'm sorry that I fucking had to buy that piece of fuck to watch it. I couldn't rent it. I couldn't find it on anywhere to rent it or whatever. So I suffered. We both suffered for you guys.
Granted, we watched this sober, so this was this was before we watched it anything inebriated. Any alcohol involved.
I'm so sorry. I realized, like, I just kind of had that moment of clarity where I was like, you're drunk, so you've been fucking talking louder because you think you can't hear yourself. And so I've been yelling.
I'm talking further back here.
Dude, look, okay.
Because if I head plant this microphone, it's going to be the end of the fucking podcast.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we move on to the $14,000 budget Amazing Bulk?
Oh my god, the CGI, what was it? Clip art overload. Okay.
It's clip art, the movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say about this film, but it is literally like if you're in Windows 95 era and you clip art every like second of this film.
I want to
talk.
talk.
That is this film.
Before we get into it, I want to talk about the fact that it ripped off the Universal, the Fox, and the Paramount like opening logos. Each.
All of yeah. It literally just said like, no, not a viable film.
Not a News Corp.
No.
Not a viable film. Or not a viable, or once a viable.
Not
film.
a viable something.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, no, this is not legit.
Every shot in this movie was done against a green painted wall in a room. No bullshit. And the budget was spent, I think, half maybe on paying some of these people, and then the other was spent on buying music royalties or paying to have the clip arts made, or like, you know how they have like stock footage. There was like stock footage they paid for, but everything looked like it should have been. How if you presented to, like, say you're going to pitch a movie and you're like, hey, I've got a storyboard. I've got a computer generated storyboard with character models and shit that you're just going to pitch to a fucking company. They left the background in and they superimposed everybody that was a person into these fucking composite shots. It was so bad.
Let me give you a better description. Do you guys remember Night Trap, the video game, where it was these teenage girls that would go through this set background, like a stock image background, and you had to escape this like creeper, basically. If you don't research it real fast, if you do, you know what I'm talking about. That was pretty much this film, because majority of the time there was just like CGI, just horrendous background image of like computer generated crap, and then people in the background or in the foreground like, hey, we're here.
Hey, we're here. It felt like the 1994 Spider-Man series with, you know how they had the New York City skyline whenever they would like zoom in and There's the whole cityscape and everything. That's what it was, dude. I swear on everything, it was absolutely that. But then just put people in it. And it opens on all these shots, and it opens with this hooker. And I'm saying hooker because that's what she's fucking called in the credits. She's
No
fucking
joke.
hooker. So this hooker is walking down the road, street, city, whatever, goes into a fucking alley, and this dude's
This
all like,
pavement-like thing
well, I was just laughing because the dude's like, hey, you need a light, blah, blah, blah. And
puts
you
a
know,
fucking gun to her mouth.
yeah,
It's
you
like,
want to
"Hey."
suck on this for a minute?
And it was weird because the angle that the gun was pointed was nowhere near the angle that was shot in her mouth, because it shot directly behind her, but it was angled like a good 45 degrees.
You ever throw a ketchup packet that's like tied really tight against a fucking wall and it just kind of explodes everywhere?
It was like, oops.
Yeah, there was absolutely ketchup stain. Whenever he shoots you just poof, shoots her, and then there's like ketchup stain on the wall. And then this, out of nowhere, big, naked,
Angry Barney.
angry, naked Barney the Purple Bulbasaur.
Okay, imagine Barney with Down syndrome.
Oh, fuck!
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Literally the entire time he was confronting this mugger. Ooh, my thing came off.
He's fucking, he looks like he's melting.
Yeah, he literally just looks at this mugger like, oh my god.
He stomps the shit out of his ass.
And this guy is no bigger than a fucking human being.
He runs away. He stomps the shit out of him and fucking runs away.
Okay, I'm going to point that out real quick. The way that they animate the Bulk running was very dainty.
So I was gonna say that too, but it was so fucking
super fucking dainty.
gingerly running off and running around. They used, honestly, dude, they used like the same few shots of the Bulk in this movie.
Imagine like a T-Rex with his arms like really close together and just very gingerly
Just trotting back and like wiggling side to side and running.
god, I'm running away from the scene.
We're not kidding. That actually happened.
It's so weird.
So the story is with the Amazing Bulk
Yep.
is that Hank Howard is a scientist that's working on a soldier serum for his girlfriend's father, who is a general in the military.
Which should make very obvious.
Yeah, and the serum keeps fucking up. Okay, so he's testing it on these CGI rats, but that's pretty goddamn funny too. Testing on these rats, testing it on plants, and they keep disappearing. They John Cena the fuck out of the way.
They like turn into the color that he injects them with.
What was it, like red at first? It was like red, purple, some
No,
shit.
it was, I think it was green, and then it was red, and then it was purple. But either way, there was like a cloud of like, nope. The rats just nope.
A cloud of nope.
Yeah.
The cloud of nope, where the rat just fucking he just yeets out of the fucking building.
The CGI rat, mind you, there wasn't a real rat. There was nothing real about this film besides the police like tape that they used to tape off the crime scene.
Yeah, so okay. The driving scenes are funny too, because we're gonna get to the police crime scene tape. So he goes to take Hannah out, and they're driving, and they're in a fucking like car, a clip art car with like a police, or like not a police badge. They're in a car with like the logos like drawn on it in Microsoft Paint.
Quote.
Very quote.
Heavy.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
You know. So
It's
Hank.
all I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so Hank wants to marry her. He wants to ask her dad, but he wants to have a successful experiment before asking her because he thinks it's going to soften the blow of him asking her dad to have his daughter's hand in marriage.
But General Ross is like, no, you're a fucking failure.
I don't even know what his real name is. We know he's supposed to be Ross, though.
Who the fuck cares?
We don't give a shit.
His
So
hat was too big for his fucking head.
Darwin, his name was Darwin.
Darwin. You're right.
Which this movie should have all the Darwin awards.
The
So he asks him, and he's just like, no. Like, you think I want to lose her for a son-in-law? Fuck you.
Can we just revisit the walking sequences?
Are you talking about whenever he took Hannah to lunch?
Not only that, but whenever Agent Darwin or General Darwin walks him down the cellar for the fucking
Oh,
wine,
the wine cellar.
and they're literally just like kind of like bouncing up and down, like Yeah, so what did you want to talk to me about? Oh, I want to marry your daughter. Well, fuck you. You can't touch my daughter.
That's so nonchalant. I want to marry a daughter. Well, fuck you.
You don't have enough wine for that glass.
I'm fucking sad about it. I finished my wine. I'm sad. Any fucking way. So that happens. But I love that the general, he's in like khakis and like a button-up shirt. He has to wear a camouflage hat just to let everybody know, in case you're too stupid to realize that he's a general in the army. That he's in the army.
I'm so unintelligent, let me tell you.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm
Put
so
the hat
stupid.
on. Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay. I get it now. You're a big, high... Yeah.
Let's talk about how it cuts from this immediately to Transylvania town, where there's like a bunch of bats. There's a castle, and all of a sudden, there's Dr. Contlove, or Dr. Cantlove, as everybody jokingly calls him, which we call him Cuntlove, so...
Just imagine, okay, give you kind of a visual here. Kingpin with hair, with a German accent, with Harley Quinn from DC.
That's the best fucking description. It
Because
really is.
That is literally what you get, because this is the over the top. Like, okay, the whole fucking film was over the top, mind you. But this part, every time they introduce these two characters in the freaking film, this is way beyond over the top. Because apparently these two characters love the idea of destruction so much that they have this like erotic orgy about it.
Yeah, and then like his guards were talking. One of his guards were talking shit, so he fucking like did something basically to like electrocute him. He pointed some kind of like electrocution like ray at him and fucking turned him into a skeleton.
Did you really call that a ray? Because it was.
I don't know what it was, dude.
It was like
just
a cheap knockoff of like Battlestar Galactica.
I used my imagination because they didn't give me enough.
Because Homeboy was like twitching like fucking crazy. He was like, oh, I'm a skeleton.
There's a skeleton of problems with this fucking movie.
But yeah, Dr. Cuntlove, he can't love at all, is bent on just destroying the world, mind you.
Yeah. So,
And he has this thing where he makes his girl push buttons besides his own and sends fireworks all over the world and just pew pew. Psh.
we stress fireworks because they're stock footage of missiles, but you hear it's like whistle bottle rockets going off and just blowing shit up everywhere. And can we talk about the animated, no bullshit, the animated dog, the animated monkey in this fucking house?
The pug and the chimp. Okay. What the fucking purpose was that? What purpose was that?
I don't know. But I do know that whenever they were firing off these missiles, they were playing Ode to Joy the whole fucking time. They were just blowing shit up left and right.
Like, okay, we get it. This music exists. There's a monkey. There's a pug. Now there's stock footage of NASA, which apparently is correlation to missiles being shot into the Taj Mahal and other significant
Lincoln Memorial.
landmarks. Yeah, other significant landmarks in the world.
Why?
And they just go pew pew. They don't explode like.
That's about the extent of it.
He's right.
With animated explosions over, it's not even like the actual buildings were exploding. It was just animated like over the fucking still
It
shot
was
that they
like-
took.
You see this little like trail off, and then pew pew pew. World destruction. Oh my god, the world is ending.
But then-
What do we do?
But here's the funny part. It cuts from that to the carnival sequence where there's actual fireworks happening with the American flag just flying right in the forefront because they just played like, you know, the patriotic music while they were blowing shit up and everything.
Right.
So you cut to Hank and Hannah. They're at this amusement park, and it is the most god-awful shit I have ever watched in the history of cinema because, like, again, everything's animated. The fucking roller coaster sequence.
Okay, let's not confuse animation for just poorly drawn
it's
Microsoft Paint.
It's Microsoft Paint, but it's like motion Microsoft Paint.
So don't get your hopes up. This is not like highly budgeted animated. This is $14,000 worth of budgeting here. They literally progressed a little further. They put the two detectives in a cop car. That was, I mean, I literally could put like a 6-year-old cousin involved with the art department here that drew a star that was like this gimp ass star that like Finding Nemo could have had. Like, okay, Nemo had a little fucked up fin. This star on the freaking cop car had a fucked up fin.
It really fucking does, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, like at the carnival, they go on these rides or whatever, and then cut to a shot of Hank and Hannah in this subway train. Okay, so they're on the train, and you know the whole time beforehand, he was telling his lab assistant or his partner in the lab, Hank was, that he wants to marry her, and he showed him the ring, and he's like, I want to do this. So,
which is in a takeout box.
Yeah,
it looks like a takeout box. Fight me.
It's definitely a takeout box. I'm moving this here. That way you can hear it better.
Okay.
Awesome. any fucking way. So he's on this fucking train, right? So he gets mugged by this fucking rando ass guy.
Yeah.
But you find out, because it's gonna come into play later, that this guy is the one that when you watch the movie and the opening sequence happens where the dude he murders in the alleyway, this is that guy. So he gets his wallet, and then he gets this this flash drive with a bunch of like secret government documents and shit.
Yeah.
But after they get mugged, do you think that they took the train home? They were all of a sudden in a fucking car. Why the fuck were they not just driving to and from this carnival to begin with?
It looks like a Lamborghini.
They had to draw it because they couldn't afford to get a Lamborghini for this movie, Cody.
At $14,000? No, they couldn't afford a fucking, like, Chevy.
That's so bad.
They couldn't afford anything.
Again, that's so bad.
But anyway, so, yeah, he goes bulk. I don't remember the fucking dude's name. I don't care.
Hank,
whatever.
Henry.
I don't care.
Lil Hank.
No.
Lil Hank would have been better in this role.
Yeah, true, but
I'm not.
Don't besmirch his name.
I'm not.
He goes bulk again, and then we get the whole fucking hooker scene again. And then he gets fucking caught.
Well, no, he goes to the lab first, remember? Because he gets pissed off because like he gets in a fight with old girl, and he's like, I got to go work some more hours at the lab. So he leaves her, and he goes and he tests that plant. It works, and he injects himself because he wants more. He turns into bulk. Cut to the hooker scene. She gets shot. He goes in the alley. He fucks this dude up. And this is where we're laughing.
Okay. He doesn't even do anything. That's the one part. Second of all, the mugger does this like shot scene, okay? He shoots him with a 9mm pistol. I can guarantee that. And then the sequence where he shoots him is a fucking revolver. Like full on, like equal-sided revolver. I don't get this film.
Yeah, the gun changes halfway through this fucking sequence.
So much changes.
Well, here's the other funny part too. Whenever he was changing into the bulk at the science lab, remember whenever
the tornado?
Yeah, the serum went to his DNA. We were here in 2001: A Space Odyssey overture for and we were thinking Ric Flair was happening.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
God damn it! Blowing out your fucking speakers over there.
I'm not sorry.
No, we're not. But anyway, so like he kills this fucking dude in the alley. He gets his wallet bag. He, for one instant, turns back into human, and then as he's running away, he's back in the Hulk. Where are his fucking clothes?
We don't know, but apparently he has some nice sleeve tat.
Yeah, he's got this like
tribal.
Yeah, he's got like a whole tribal sleeve that I've seen on like literally everybody. But that's beside the point. But I mean, it's a thing. So he goes home, he sleeps it off, and then you cue the Phantom of the Opera theme, and we go back to fucking cunt love. I don't even really know what his fucking role is in this story, honestly, to be, because
You get about halfway through and it's like, what the fuck is he even doing here? What the fuck are they doing here?
he's just a terrorist, apparently.
With a very heavy, thick German accent.
So that happens for no reason. They just cut to him and then they cut back because the detectives wind up going to Henry's house and he's got this purple sploot. It looks like he fucking came all over himself. He's got purple shit all over his fucking chest.
Purple rain.
Purple rain. Yeah. So they give him his wallet and he is like, hey, I was mugged last night, all this other shit. And they're like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. So he goes back to the scene of the crime, which they follow him to.
Yeah.
And god damn it, dude. Cue the longest fucking chase scene ever in this movie. Because whenever he's like, oh shit, they're going to bring me in, they point guns at him. He's like, you don't want to do that. So he turns into the bulk and he proceeds to run the block in the same vicinity in circles around the same two fucking buildings for like 5 minutes straight. You got a news copter coming in with a chick like flying the plane and the dude filming it. And you got the two police officers chasing him down. He's kicking cars over left and right.
No. Don't glorify that.
I'm not glorifying it. I'm just saying he's running and bumping.
He has psychic powers and he's pushing the cars aside as he approaches them. Okay. That part. Second of all, the fucking cameraman, the copter, he's filming the fucking cockpit.
Yeah, he looks like he's just filming straight down at his fucking
He's like,
cock.
I got the best shot in the whole fucking city.
It's a cock shot.
The cock shot. And he's not even filming the whole fucking thing. He's like, look at this cockpit. It's right here.
It's right here in my lap. But anyway,
Nothing to do with the bulk.
Yeah, so the bulk is like running around and like he's bumping into cars, barely bumping into like telephone booths, but everything's just flying or whatever. So he eventually, like the chick detective that's chasing him down, which by the fucking way, when they are running against the green screen, they are like overly stepping up into the air and firing off the guns and going slow as shit. The background changes from the city to some kind of loading dock trailers and back and forth. It's dumb.
Yeah, the cops are in one area of the town and he's in a different area of the town.
Yeah, and then he comes back to this area of the town and he runs the opposite way. The chick officer is shooting at him. He hits a car. It flies way up in the air and it smushes her. She dies.
In very slow motion.
Is so fucking stupid. It's one of the fucking dumbest things that I have ever seen committed to film.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's comedy gold, okay?
Yeah.
And then whenever the helicopter flies lower to get like more footage, this may be like the second place contender in this film for the best comedy gold moment. They fucking post-production, like on computer, they took the bald dude and shot him against the green screen, and post-production made him purple, like a human purple dude grabbing this fucking helicopter.
They must have grabbed some random bald dude and just like, hey, do you mind being purple for like 30 seconds?
Yeah, do you want to just get in front of this green screen and grab at like a toy helicopter and
just throw it?
Just throw the fuck out of it. We'll color you purple. And
I want no news coverage.
we will not show your face as long as you just grab this copter and throw it to the floor as hard as you can.
Because you don't see anything of his face. You just see his bald fucking head.
And it's great because there are certain practical shots where they show like a giant oversized monstrous purple hand. And then they have like Hulk hands that are painted purple, and then they have this human. Whenever he's the human, it's human hands. It's not even like large monstrous hands. So it's just nothing matches up, and it's the dumbest shit ever. But it's actually really funny to see just the switch between like digital and then the human shot.
You're almost afraid of him like jacking off in camera because he has this big purple fucking hand with these massive fucking fingernails. Like, okay, he can't control the urge. Okay. And it's like, is he going to? Is he not? We don't know. But apparently, General Ross is like, no, you can't jack off at all.
You can't throw your purple cum into the camera.
No, you've already done enough in that one scene.
So we're taking you in, Buster. We're going to fucking arrest your ass. So they arrest his ass.
And we're going to put you in this backdrop with this like generator looking shit background.
Well, I mean, this is before then. Like, they throw him in a jail cell, and then the bald cop comes in, like, because he killed his fucking partner.
Right.
And he's like, well, look what you did. And he's like, well, it was an accident. And then the cops are like, well, an accident is wetting your bed.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
If I just turn into this big purple freak of nature and it's like, hey, I'm going to throw this car by psychic powers onto this random person. Oh, I didn't know that was purpose. I thought that was accident. No. Accident is if you wet the bed as your purple monster.
Well, the general winds up bailing him out because he finds out that, like, oh, this is him. This is my dude. The experiment worked, blah, blah, blah. So he takes him and puts him away to start experimenting on him and all this other shit.
Yep.
And he tells him, and he's just like, hey, dude, like, okay, I have an antidote for this, but the way to get the antidote and you can have my daughter's hand in marriage is if you go overseas and eliminate cunt love.
So where does he go?
He goes to Cunt Love's castle in Transylvania, but it's not in Transylvania. In fact, it's very far away from Transylvania. It's
very far away from reality.
It's like an imagination land in South Park because he goes through Transylvania. He goes through like where a leprechaun is. He goes through like the Australian outback. He goes through a lot of different places.
I don't even know where he's at this point because he ends up being at this like medieval looking castle that's like in a fairy tale, like a very light spirited fairy tale. Okay. And he ends up confronting, I guess you can call it confronting, Cunt Love. And
well, the way he gets in the castle is really funny too.
No, what's funny was Mrs. Cunt Love confronting the bulk.
Yeah, because he mows through these two guards in the front gate and he goes inside the house, and then Mrs. Cunt Love has like this bandana on,
and she's blindfolded and she's like doing this like weird sexual game that they apparently have with each other, and she confronts him. She confronts the bulk, right? And there's this like, oh, well, you're definitely bigger than you used to be. And she's so grabbing at his fucking crotch. I'm like, oh my God.
Big purple throbbing dick.
Are you fucking serious? Well, apparently,
she's looking at it all like,
she's feeling that.
She is.
Yeah. But apparently, according to Cunt Love, or Can't Love, I don't fucking know.
I want to call him Cunt Love because it's just funny.
He's a Cunt Love. And according to him, he was trying to get the research for the serum to cure erectile dysfunction.
So that's what this whole fucking thing was about the whole time. It wasn't about some like government super serum. It was legit about curing this motherfucker's dick problem.
So he bombs all of the major monuments in the world to get erectile dysfunction cure.
And can we talk about after the Amazing Bulk stomps Cunt Love to the floor, what happens from here on out?
He runs through every fucking scenario you can think of. He runs through Australia. He runs through Robin Hood and the Sherwood Forest.
There's a pirate ship.
He runs through a pirate ship.
There's a frog on a laptop. Zeus, a train.
No, it's not a frog. It's a gecko. I am a gecko. I am a gecko.
Well, there was a frog at one point too, though.
Right.
There's a flying dog.
But yeah, he gets through a desert and it has a gecko that says, I am a gecko. I am a gecko. And he tries to backspace it. And he's like, no, I need to correct this thing. And before he even gets to correct it, he completely goes to the next scene.
Yeah, all these shots are like really shitty, like stock animated footage. You guys remember Crazy Frog? That's what the fucking animation style looked like.
No.
We forgot to talk about the fucking satellites.
Oh my God, the fucking humping satellites. There was a sequence where Cunt Love was like, push the button. And he pushed the button. And then all of a sudden you get this fucking like weird orgy satellite sex scene. Why? I don't know.
They took the stock footage and they were playing it, and then they would like reverse the footage and then play it forward and then reverse it and then play it forward. So it looked like these satellites were fucking one another.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't either.
You know?
It makes no fucking sense.
You know?
You know.
You know. But anyway, like basically, like when he's running away, and you see all these fucking characters. There's like a fucking Woody and Bullseye. There's like jets. There's a kangaroo. There's a fucking horse, a cow, a tank. There's animals like as like children on swings.
I really got this vibe of like Edward Norton from the Incredible Hulk scene when he was running from the tanks, like very minutely.
Except that was so much better.
Yeah.
But anyway, like long story short, he gets bombed at the end of this fucking stupid like 5-minute long chase scene. He gets bombed with a fucking missile.
Yep.
You think he's blown up. Hannah's upset. So it turns out he's alive. So he visits Hannah and he's like, he tells her everything. He's like, your dad's been trying to kill me. I want to marry you. And she's like, yeah, I'll marry you, blah, blah, blah. So the general rolls in. They fight. They fall off this fucking second story balcony. They fucking die. And then cut to a graveyard scene. Hannah visits the graveyard with a rose. And she puts her rose down. And then here comes the bald detective drinking, drunk, like we are right now in this very moment, to talk shit to Henry.
And then you know what he does next? He pisses on his grave.
And you don't piss on the Amazing Bulk's grave, because you know what fucking happens when you piss on the Amazing Bulk's grave?
A fucking earthquake.
And then you get purple painted. Like, we're not even bullshitting you. When we say Hulk hands, we don't mean like, oh my God, it's like, you know, it looks like the Hulk. No, it's the actual toy Hulk hands painted purple. And they come in from either side of the screen and smash the dude in the head. And then the screen cuts to black, and then you get the fucking credits.
But you're giving it way too much credit, because it's not like this like over dramatic smash. It's like literally just like
he just kind of. And it's just, it's uneventful, it's stupid, it's dumb, and that's the fucking Amazing Bulk.
Again, a very disappointing ending yet again.
Y'all, we're only an hour into this fucking podcast, and we still have 2 more fucking movies to talk about. And to think about the fact that we've talked about these 2 movies, we still have to pick a winner out of the 4 of these at some point.
Boy, oh boy, am I excited for that part.
Let's go to the movie that we really like had no business even like watching the full thing of, and that's Thunderstorm: The Return of Thor. Can we talk about the opening crawl, like the Star Wars-esque, supposedly Star Wars-esque opening crawl that took like fucking 20 minutes to get through?
It wasn't even Star Wars-esque.
I'm just trying to give these people like I'm trying to lay the scenery for these people where it's like, hey, there's a shot of like a background where it's in space, and then there's letters on the screen. That's about it.
Let me give you a recreation of that.
Go ahead.
This is Norse mythology.
North or Norse?
Norse.
This is North. This is Canadian mythology.
I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty north up there too. So
yeah.
Anyway, Norse mythology. We're gonna give you Thor. Punch. Apparently Thor is important. And he's going to influence this human mortal into saving Midgard from whatever the fucking evil is involved here. And that's it.
That's it. That's Thor. That's Thunderstorm: The Return of Thor. That's it.
The whole fucking film.
No, really, I'm gonna try not to waste. I'm gonna try not to waste a lot of time on this, because this movie is so fucking stupid. This movie is so goddamn fucking dumb that they wasted at least a fucking hour. They could have told this in 30 minutes.
You're getting very heated about this.
I fucking hated this movie.
Jesus Christ.
It was not Thor.
I can feel the heat.
I fucking hated this movie.
Please tell us more.
All right. The movie opens. Okay. Would you like me to give you like a fucking legit like minute long like version of this fucking movie?
Might as well.
Okay. So the movie opens. There's a guy that's killed. There's blurry Asgard. Fucking Thor appears in the clouds like Mufasa from the fucking Lion King.
Who looks like he has Down syndrome.
He really does. So Not that there's anything wrong with that, but still, he appears looking like he does. They're looking for the Dragon's Cross, which is such a fucking powerful weapon that the only thing you have to do to defeat this fucking person holding this weapon is grab it from their hands and throw it on the fucking ground so it disappears. And that's the whole fucking movie. I fucking hate this movie. God, I hate this movie.
And literally the only time I heard that noise was I thought it was saying dragon crust.
It's a fucking pizza. I want a Dragon's Crust pizza. What would be on a dragon? Let's talk about what would be on a Dragon's Crust pizza, because that is far more fucking interesting than this goddamn piece of shit.
Maybe like, okay, sauce and cheese and like eel. Because, you know, they look like a dragon.
Okay.
Maybe some mushrooms.
Would it be like a sushi hybrid?
Probably.
Okay.
That's what I would get from it. Because, you know, when I think of dragons, I think of like these elegant looking fucking majestic beasts. And the closest thing I think of is a fucking eel.
Gotcha.
So you would have this like spiral eel on a pizza.
I'm fucking down for that.
Into the middle. Because, you know, in Norse mythology, Jormungandr is the snake that eats the world. So
Yeah,
an
okay.
eel would make sense.
This is perfect.
So that would be the Dragon's Crest pizza. And when we open our fucking pizzeria, that would be our main dish. Is the
I'm
fucking
down.
Dragon Crest.
I'm down. I really do hate this movie, but I'll suffer through the notes that I took to fucking talk about it in a little bit of more detail, because there were some moments where we were just like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is actually happening, okay?
Yep.
So after the movie happens, you find out that there is this thing called the Dragon's Cross that is apparently wanted by like this looking like a bald Dracula looking fucker with like a gothic boy band entourage. Baldula.
There is no other explanation for this fucker because he's just creepy as hell.
And Thor looked like Shredder in the clouds.
With Down syndrome.
I think he's hunting the turtles from Metal Man, because remember the news report were like, oh, we saw 4 turtles walking in the street.
In other news, 4 turtles crossed the street. We don't know why. And because Thor wanted to find them because he was secretly Shredder.
Well, basically, yeah, exactly. But what happens is that this guy wakes up on the couch and you know, he looks like he just wakes up and he's like, God, that was great acid, because he just has this fucking acid trip of a dream.
You know, watching this film on acid would have been better.
Yeah.
Be honest with you.
Well, as it turns out, the way they went about telling the story this time is that this guy is chosen by the gods to basically be given the power of Thor. They have this like suit in this science lab they've been working, and it looks like a fucked up cross between Iron Man, Barry Allen, and Ant-Man. It's not even close to being Thor.
It's Cant-Man.
With the
Because he
power
can't
to
even be this good.
He really can't. And I don't know, dude. It's so fucking dumb. Why would they even put Thor to this movie? They could have just had him like touch a goddamn like electric breaker and like get powered up in this fucking suit.
It's like, that I'm ready to go.
But anyway, so like they're developing research on this suit. These people are looking for the Dragon's Cross. Grant is chosen to be the next person for Asgard, but he doesn't know it just yet. So they're researching this fucking suit, and so that's a lot of back and forth. Like what I just literally said happens a lot throughout this fucking movie. Like literally like the same thing happens where you get a scene with him talking about the suit. Then you get a scene with Count Baldula killing a bunch of fucking people.
And this very awkward fight scene with him, and the cop fighting in this random location. And it's like this,
This is assuming that you could actually hear the audio of this film, because the sound mixing was poor as fuck.
not as bad as Metal Man.
Yeah, Metal Man was pretty god awful.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, you know, so basically what's happening is that the Baldula, I don't even know what the fuck his actual name is. I'm just calling him Count Baldula.
Baldula.
Because fuck him. So he thinks that this Dragon's Cross that he's been hunting for is going to raise the fucking gods, like Thor and everybody else. He thinks it's going to raise the gods. So Grant is like, oh, I heard a voice, and it was a man's voice, and my asshole hurts. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think
Just like Taco Bell.
I think I was fucking drugged and like
Or drunk.
Had a banana shoved up my ass. I don't even know what's wrong.
Same feeling.
So he winds up being able to shoot lightning from his hands, and it looks like, he puts the suit on because he's going to leave the fucking office one night, and he gets struck by lightning through a door that he's going to leave through. And all of a sudden, he's got the power to wield lightning. So he winds up putting the fucking suit on. Guys, the costume is a black morph suit. It's got no bullshit. It looks like a fucking muscle like suit was stuck onto the fucking thing, and then there's 2 NES power gloves on this fucking costume, and it was like a Spirit Halloween hammer to complete it.
But at some point, they take the hammer away because he drops the hammer, and then Count Baldula grabs the hammer. One of his goons does, and takes the hammer away, and like, oh, this is part of the power, but it doesn't work because the suit's not near him. So this is bullshit. This is complete bullshit.
This movie is complete bullshit.
But the suit looks like fucking black and silver Ant-Man because he has the antenna on the side.
Dude, let's talk about when he actually gets the fucking suit and he goes to his friend that works in the lab with him whenever they start like testing the suit.
Yep.
Hey, fucking cooks a hot dog in his hand.
And then he eats said hot dog, but it's not even the same hot dog because it's not red. It's raw.
Yeah, they show the hot dog getting cooked, and then all of a sudden it's cooked 1 second, raw in the next minute.
It's a raw wee.
Raw dog.
Raw dog. What the fuck is going on?
We have no fucking clue what is going on with this goddamn movie.
We're like almost 4 hours into this whole session, and we're like, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, because these movies were pretty, like, at least an hour and 10 minutes long. Like, Amazing Bulk was short. This was the longest fucking movie.
Yeah.
Why was this the longest movie?
Nah.
Anyway, I'm going to cut through a bunch of bullshit and cut through a bunch of meat of this movie. Basically, Baldula murders a bunch of fucking people. He finds the cross. He fucking leaves.
He summons hell.
Yeah, he summons it. And the way they summon this motherfucker, the Do-We Raz Hell, whatever the fucking chant was.
He gets this like college girl to like lay on a table and it's like, oh, this is hell summon vessel. And like, oh, here's hell. Ah, she's like Rita Repulsa. After 3,000 years, I'm free. Or whatever the fuck many years.
I don't know, but it's fucking boring. So basically, like, he gets brought in for Grant, Thunderstorm. They call him Thunderstorm. He gets brought in for questioning.
Yeah.
He convinces the female that took him in for questioning from the police station to come with him, and they take the longest fucking drive I've ever seen in cinematic history. At least 10, 15 minutes long.
Yeah, I don't understand how any of these fucking heroes. Okay, no, we forgot something. Metal Man, the very end of the fucking movie, he's flying in the credits.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, well, how he's flying in the credits. How the fuck is he still flying?
So, how is it that a god of thunder is not flying?
Yeah, so he drives in a car.
Like a sedan.
Yeah, it's like a little small, like, crossover hatchback. What the fuck, dude?
This is how our heroes get to and from for each other?
Why is this a fucking thing, guys?
Because Canada.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Thor was filmed in Ontario, Canada. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god.
Oh, we can't afford that, eh? So we just put you in a car.
They could have shot it behind an Old Navy.
Old Navy.
Old Navy.
Where the dead bodies go.
So after a long time, they get to the fucking lair where Count Baldula and his fucking emo gothic boy band are.
Yeah.
And they come out and okay, you know that he can wield lightning, okay? Tell me why. It took him 2 people unloading an entire chamber of bullets for him to say, oh, I all of a sudden can wield lightning. Let me just, do this. Hey, people could have died, man. Like either one of them could have fucking died. And then he starts deciding to shoot his fucking lightning out. What a piece of shit.
It's like this sudden excitement, just like, oh shit. Poof.
And then the random fucking dragon in the sky.
Very poorly CGI. Like, okay, if you watch Raiders of the Lost Shark from the last time that we did this, imagine that with a fucking dragon with a galaxy background.
It's Dragnarok.
Okay, that is literally what we watched. This is not okay.
Dude, I want to talk about the fight scene between the chick police officer and Count Balgula. Whenever, because remember I told you, it's like, dude,
It was like watching a fucking sex scene.
if you close your eyes, it sounds like they're fucking.
Unfortunately. Where did that fucking noise come from?
That's what it sounded like. A bunch of noise and fucking.
It was like mini orgasms in every punch.
I don't know. Guys, it's just...
It made no fucking sense.
It really fucking didn't. I don't just...
A heavy amount of oof.
Even though there were no eggs, it's a lot of oof.
No.
So that happens, and eventually this chick named Hel, and it was supposed to be Hela or whatever the fuck from like the
Norse mythology.
Yeah, like she shows up at one point, and it's not like really fucking matters. Like this movie's a piece of shit, and it's god fucking awful. There's the infight between her and Grant, which is Thunderstorm, aka the Thor power Ant-Man, Cant-Man, fuckstick. They look like Harry and Lord Voldemort from fucking Deathly Hallows.
Very
like back
Thorable.
and forth with their. It was very Thorable. So there's like red and blue lightning shooting back and forth, and it's the same 3 shots in a row. So he takes the cross out of her fucking hand and throws it on the ground, and it disintegrates, and she dies.
You forget how cash he was about it. He was just like, okay, give me your hand. I beat you. Fuck! That was it.
That was the end of fucking Thunderstorm, the Return of Thor. Like, legit. Like, afterwards, he asks the gods of Asgard to let him guard Midgard, and that they're like, okay, cool. And that's it. Fuck him.
Are you sure you're capable of taking things out of people's hands and throw them on the ground to beat them?
Like a boss threw it on the ground, son of a bitch.
am. Okay, then. You are now the Midgard Guardian. What?
Man, he was looking to just be a fucking hero on Earth. That motherfucker moving, and they're all like,
Free real estate.
Pretty much.
like, just fuck this guy.
Bullshit.
But that was Thunderstorm, the Return of Thor. Fuck that movie. Like, I'm already going to say right now, it doesn't even get the fucking nod in the fucking, like, who's going to win. Fuck that movie.
It was just like... Pretty much.
Seriously, like, I feel sorry for everybody that was involved with that fucking film. It was just not even close to
I
whatever.
couldn't even find a budget on how much this film cost to make.
I don't even want to fucking know. Like, I think I would get cancer from finding out how much this fucking movie costs, okay? Like, straight up.
Truth.
And cancer ain't nothing to fuck with, yo. And I don't want the shit.
No.
So let's move on to a movie that was pretty much an inside-out shit sandwich. Because, like...
We fast forward so much.
Because it was boring. This movie, by all intents and purposes, should have been fucking entertaining based on the first 5 minutes alone, okay? And we're talking about Captain Battle Legacy War. The goddamn movie opens on a Nazi flag, and it says, somewhere in rural America, there's a car chase. There's a ninja with a gun in the fucking car. They're out in the country.
We don't know where, but it's in rural America.
Somewhere.
Not in Miami.
But somewhere
Yes.
in rural America. You know?
You know.
You know.
You know.
Ye. And I cannot stress this enough. Haw.
Ha.
Yeehaw, motherfucker, because holy shit. Gunfire, gun chase, gun explosions, dirt bikes, 2 Jeeps, CGI fire, a guy dies. Holy shit, this movie's gonna be great.
Well, no, we forget. Okay. The guy wrecks from being shot, and then he himself explodes. Not the freaking vehicle he's on. the fucking body itself.
Oh yeah, we
explodes.
got shot in the fucking throat, and he bails over the hay.
He bails over the bale of hay.
He bails over the bale of hay.
Yeah. And he himself explodes with this random fucking CGI fire just over his body. And he dies.
He dies horribly.
Not really.
But yeah,
he dies from shame.
Yeah, I mean, that happens, and I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, this is already better than Thunderstorm, The Return of Thor. God, I was so wrong.
You would think, but no.
I really, really wanted to give this movie a chance because, honestly, let's talk about this, okay? These movies are supposed to be, like, mockbusters, obviously, okay?
I want to address one thing about this film.
Go ahead.
How many tattoos does it take to prove that you're a Nazi?
Not that you should even want to be proving that shit, but these fuckers had at least like 4 or 5 different ones, like probably the same one tattooed everywhere. Like, look, I'm not convincing enough. Look at my Sharpie tattoo. Look at my marker drawn on like knuckle tattoos. Look at this shit. Look at me.
I have hate on my knuckles. That must mean I'm Nazi, right?
That's right. I'm fucking hate punch you right in the face, and it's so dumb. Like, fuck these motherfuckers.
Come
like,
on.
stupid. So, Captain Battle was an actual comic book that was created in the 1940s to compete with Captain America. It failed fucking miserably, mind you. Like, I think like 13 or 14 issues. It failed like a motherfucker.
That's how many issues it had, period.
It's got more. Well, the fucking series has issues. This movie has
No,
issues.
the character had issues.
The character has more issues than People
The
magazine.
writing has issues.
Yeah.
Was that even a fucking phrase?
I don't know.
Issues?
But no, like, to reemphasize, more issues than People magazine, goddammit. It's so bad. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Oh boy, was that bad.
So we think we're going to get a great movie out of like just the first 5 minutes or whatever, but we were so wrong. It hurts. Like, it hurts me right now to talk about this. Real bad. Like, that's my stomach crying out. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And then the movie said, right in my face. And then again, in the dick. It hurt.
Yes.
I don't even know where to begin. So I'll say this. After that happens, the title card happens. And then somewhere in northern Iraq, random U.S. military base, Sam Battle and this fucking chick who, by the way, Captain Battle's real name is Sam. Sam Battle.
Who has the fucking name Battle?
You sank my Sam Battleship.
Like, okay, come on, people. You really had the name Battle just derivative from history. Okay, my great-great-great-great-grandpa was named Samuel Battle. Like, who named you Battle?
Cool story, bro.
You must have fought many wars, right? To get the name? Yeah, I get it. You fought many battles. Don't point in my face.
I'm pointing at your face. It's fine. Stop. I want to point at his face.
I will battle you.
I want to point at Sam Battle's face and tell him what a stupid dick he is. Look, why wouldn't he just wear a mask? Like, I just want to get this out of the way before we even get into that part of the film. This motherfucker, when he becomes Captain Battle, wears an eye patch. He doesn't need an eye patch. He can see out of both fucking eyes. It's supposed to be a disguise. He could have just worn like a fucking, like, he could have worn a mask like Robin.
If you imagine Nick Fury and Captain America had a fuck child, this would be Captain Battle. Like, no joke. He looked like the white Nick Fury.
Yeah, like David Hasselhoff's Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Straight up. But anyway, like, so they're walking in this desert, okay? Like, Sam and this chick are walking in the desert in Iraq. He gets fucking stabbed in the stomach, and there's like an explosion. Like, the dude, I swear to God, y'all, like, Alul Akbar and all, they blew them the fuck up.
That was so stupid.
It really fucking was. So, like, that happens, and then his friend Brandon that's there gives him this fucking serum, which is supposedly a super soldier serum, which I'll get to in a minute. So he recovers, you know, and he's at home, and he's like, oh, you know, I'm better, and he's having flashbacks of the person, I'm just going to get this out of the way, the person that died in the beginning of the movie was his dad. So he has flashbacks. And, you know, I'm 100% convinced, we both are 100% convinced, that when the Amazing Bulk was blown up, there were pieces of him everywhere. And that's where Sam Battle got his Purple Heart from.
Yeah, his actual heart just exploded out of his chest. I was like, here you go for your honor, Purple Heart from the bulk. Because he was honorable too.
Because he was amazing. But anyway, basically what happens is like Brandon visits him and he's like, oh yeah, I gave you a fucking serum. We had a science breakthrough, blah, 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 and all this other shit. So they go to this hotel where he talks about more of his shit. His sister Jane shows up.
Which at this point, it just feels like this weird like introduction to sexual porn.
I really thought that's what was going to happen. I thought it was going to be Fapton Battle, legacy whores at this point.
Like, seriously, the friend was like, hey, you should come to my hotel room to do more research. Dun, 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 dun. But no, it was just, yeah, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going
on? We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Not at all.
Not one bit.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, like she shows up and he's talking about like all this like I swear to God, like none of this really even matters. Like this movie doesn't matter. Like the plot really does not fucking matter.
There is no plot.
No, there isn't. Like it's just a bunch of sequences of events that were put together like multiple times over. Like you could have skipped 30 minutes out of this and made a cohesive story.
I mean, we did. We skipped a good bit.
So basically what happens is his sister shows up and she's really only there to be like a captive for the plot point. And same with Brandon and their brother and sister.
Yeah.
So he leaves with her, with Jane. Takes her home. They wind up fucking going back later and they find out that Brandon has been taken. But I want to talk about how there is suddenly stripper tits in the middle of this fucking movie.
Because why the fuck not? In all four of these films that there was no nudity at all. This film had to be the one that like, you know what? America needs more tits.
We got you covered.
Yeah. Or uncovered.
Yeah.
At this point.
We have you covered, but the tits are not covered.
No.
So basically, at this fucking point in the movie, these Nazis go to a strip bar and they kidnap this stripper played by Mindy Robinson. And I think she was in Samurai Cop 2, Deadly Vengeance, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
So they capture her, okay? And they take her to this lair that they call the Wolves Lair. And there are so many women that they have chained up and everything. And these people are like pieces of shit or whatever. And it's fucking disgusting.
Apparently, this one lady walks up to her and is like, no, they rape you, and they're like, hey, we don't keep the kids. We use them for stem cell research. So this whole Nazi den is for stem cells. That's it.
Yep.
And this pretty much killed a good bit of like all the whatever you want to call this feeling at this point.
I think it was after this point we really didn't give a shit anymore.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, so like Sam gets assaulted by these Nazis in a parking lot somewhere, and then he has another flashback to his fucking father dying in the beginning of the film. Sam and Jane go back to the hotel where it's ransacked and Brandon is gone. I mean, like, what the fuck even is this movie now? Like, it's so back and forth and jumps, and there's really no cohesion.
And then we get introduced to like this chick that is supposed to be the Black Widow character, and she's not. She's actually for the Nazis.
The Necromancer.
And then eventually we progress a little bit more and we get introduced to the Red Skull character who looks like he has a really bad suntan.
I called him Rosacea Skull because his whole fucking face is just pink and red.
Pretty much.
And this is supposed to be your Red Skull, everybody. Like, if you haven't caught on by now, this is like a big-time Captain America ripoff.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. But I want to laugh at the fact that we don't see Sam at any point in time in this movie talk about putting a suit together or that he's had a suit when he was in war or anything. All of a sudden, in a throwaway shot, where he just up and decides he's going to take care of some business, he unearths this black Dodge Charger in his garage, and he's all of a sudden got the white star on a blue muscly, like scaly kind of like chest piece, and then like red pants, and then an eye patch. Like, he does not need the eye patch whatsoever. He can see out of both fucking eyes. It's stupid.
Who punched him in the fucking eye?
Nobody punched him in the eye.
In the right eye. Like, I did not see any action sequences that required him to be incapacitated in the right eye.
And you know what else? He's supposed to be Captain Battle. He's supposed to be this amazing motherfucker. He doesn't punch a goddamn motherfucker in the very beginning moments that he becomes Captain Battle.
The fucker talks more than he fights.
What a fucking twat waffle.
Seriously. Steve Rogers has my vote.
Steve Rogers punched Adolf Hitler in the fucking face.
Yep, with a flap.
This dude won't even punch like a lowly thug on the fucking street. Just get out of here. Just go. Get away. Get out of here. Are you fucking serious?
You made me Captain Saddle. Seriously.
So he fights more fucking Nazis in the parking lot, and then like Rosacea, and we're skipping a shit ton of fuck. We don't care. Rosacea Skull shows up and chokes him out, and he. Look, guys, the guy, I don't even know what the fuck his actual name is. I've been calling him Rosacea Skull. Like pink face, red face. He looks like he ate the fucking Kool-Aid dude's asshole out, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. No.
Yummy.
More useless dialogue. And, guys, again, for Captain Battle, who's been injected with this fucking serum, he gets his ass beat in this movie so fucking much, to the point that two people go into his room when he's sleeping. He wakes up enough to fight them off, and they beat the shit out of him, and they knock him out with a bat, throw him in the van. What van? You drive a Honda fucking Element.
That they pretty much reintroduce like all the time in this film.
We got to get that Element shot in this movie, dude.
Yep.
We got to get it in there as much as possible. We got to know. We got to let people know we bought this fucking car.
Sponsored by Honda.
I hope not. God, I fucking hope not. So anyway, Sam is at this fucking lair. The necromancer is talking shit the whole time, and she tells him that Brandon has helped create Rosacea Skull, and so she basically he gets his ass beat a fuckload. Like, I want to know what exactly the serum was supposed to do, like, for real. So he unties himself and he punches the fuck out of her.
Well, he grabs her by the throat and then just... Yep.
Right in the fucking face. Then he goes home when his friends are there. He has to go home so he can get his goddamn eye patch to come back to fight. Can't let him know it's me. I can't do all the shit.
Well, no, all his superpowers are in the eye patch. They're all in the eye patch.
But that's what pisses me off, dude. He doesn't fucking need the outfit. He doesn't need the car. He doesn't need the fucking eye patch. He doesn't need shit, dude. All he had to do was at the fucking compound go in there and beat some fucking Nazi ass and get it done. And he didn't do it. He's a piece of shit.
He can't even do that right.
Fuck you, Captain Battle. So, yeah. Random fucking shootout. And oh my God, when these two rando ass cops show up and these two Nazis are shooting it out with him. The one Nazi just... oh God, the line he fucking says, I died so hard. You can't get me, motherfucker. Just like that. Just, why?
Was that like improv, or was the director's like, hey, you should just do something?
Okay, I need you to say that you can't get me, motherfucker, and then just let out your best battle cry. Your best Captain Battle cry. And then... It's fucking Yoshi.
Yoshi's evading taxes.
You can't get me, motherfuckers.
Nope.
What an asshole. So the necromancer is like getting away. Captain Battle catches up to her. She's like, I don't know why you're fighting. The police are corrupt. The firefighters are corrupt. The ambulance, everybody is corrupt. You're not doing anything. So then, to fucking like recall the room whenever Greg Sestero and Tommy Wiseau had their like little 5th grade schoolboy fight in the fucking party. This is exactly what it looked like when fucking Captain Battle and Rosacea Skull were fighting each other. They were just like, you're no good. You fucking break every bone in your body. And they're just like, I break every bone in your body, you stupid motherfucker.
Don't touch me there. Oh. Ow.
So after all that, Necromancer injects him with a fucking serum that reverses the original serum. But I stress once more, what did it reverse? He didn't do jack fucking shit that was super in any way, shape, or form because he got his ass beat most of the time.
It reversed the patch.
Did it take the eyesight away?
It gave him the eyesight back.
So that happens, and then once he's not superhuman anymore, he stabs the rosacea dude in the back with what looks like a fucking a broken ruler, like a yardstick.
We don't fucking know.
I don't know. I don't give a shit. I fucking hated this movie so hard.
Yet again.
So he goes back, and Brandon and Jane are safe, and the Necromancer is still out there at the end. Fuck this movie. Piece of shit. Fuck it.
Captain Battle Legacy War.
I don't ever want to do 4 movies again.
This is why we drank for these.
I cannot imagine having to do this shit sober. I don't fucking like the... I'll tell you this much. I will give it to Metal Man and Amazing Bulk. At least I was a little bit entertained.
What do you mean by Metal Man? Metal Man was not entertaining at all.
Metal Man was at least in his fucking suit the whole time, dude.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't entertaining.
It wasn't, but it was better than Battle and Thor.
True.
Those 2 movies can go fuck themselves. They can go get fucked, they can go jump off a fucking cliff and explode in a fiery fucking death. Whatever.
That's why I give the Bulk the win.
Same. Like, Amazing Bulk, all the fucking way around, has got to be the most entertaining, steaming pile of shit that I have watched in quite some time. It
tried so damn hard to be a decent, if not under decent film. And it failed. But it was so hilarious.
It was so funny. It was so redeeming in the humor factor, and it was just much better than the other 3.
Definitely.
So the Amazing Bulk gets the victory this week, and as for the other 3, go fuck yourself.
Royally. With a huge fucking dildo.
Yeah. Amazing Bulk wins this week's Cult Cinema Showdown, everybody. Let's give it a fucking nice little round of applause because it's like the little engine that could of movies.
The purple engine that could.
The purple engine that could. It was
Yep.
it was the most amazing thing ever. No pun intended. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely adored it. Let's get some business out of the way. If you want to listen to past, present, and future episodes of Sober Us, go to supermediabrospodcast.com.
Go to that website.
If you want to follow us on social media, facebook.com/supermediabros,
Yep.
twitter.com/supermediabros_,
That too.
instagram.com/supermediabrospodcast.
All the fucking pictures.
Come look at our stupid pictures while you're drunk.
Yeah. Or sober.
Either way. Go buy our merchandise on our fucking Store Frontier site. Everything's $5 off, and we have great quality products that we would love to have on your
Why
body.
you're not buying shit?
Why?
I haven't seen any pictures.
Deal's so good, they'll make you go...
You people have disappointed me. Y'all have not bought anything.
Cody is sad. That's why he drank.
Yeah. I'm so fucking sad. Come on. Impress me. Give me pictures of y'all wearing our shit.
But if you want to support us monetarily elsewhere... Donatello. If you want to support us like Donatello, monetarily...
Yes.
Patreon.com/supermediabrospodcast. We have 2 tiers. We have the Shades On tier where it's $2. You can donate to the podcast. You can support us by helping us pay for production costs and maintaining everything. And then you get our undying love and support.
As always.
Or if you would like to go do the $5 Shades, or I say Shades On, the $5 We're Off tier, you'll get stickers, buttons, and coasters while the coasters last. And you'll get 1 to 4 bonus episodes per month from us.
Roller coaster
Of love.
Oh, love.
Roller coaster. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Roller coaster.
Of love.
Roller coaster.
And the dog is ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, the dogs are getting like oof, oof at us right now. They're like ooh, 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 all over the place. So, yeah. That's all of our business.
It's nasty.
Yeah. So if you would like to join us next week, oh boy, have we got a fucking treat for you fuckers. We're going to be talking about the dumbassery that is Derek Savage.
Again.
Why, you ask? Because there were things that were just too good to not fucking talk about, okay?
He surpassed himself in the last episode.
We don't know how.
We don't, but he did.
And we're definitely going to be bringing you... If you want to tune in and find out what the fuck we're going to talk about, just know that this is the same person that made the gun safety for women or for ladies video that we covered a few episodes back. And men too. And the guy is just so cringe-tastic, it's unreal. So we have a lot of shit to get off of our chest about this motherfucker.
What a piece of shit.
Exactly. So tune in for that. And then on the next Cult Cinema Showdown, I have been waiting so long to announce this. We're going to be doing Birdemic. We're finally going to have Birdemic on the podcast, everybody. You want to give it a round of applause? Let's give it a round of applause. Fuck it. I'm drunk. You're drunk. Fuck it.
Everything deserves it.
Everything. We're like the Oprah of applause right now. Do it once more. No, fuck it. You can't see us, but we're pointing at everybody. So Birdemic is going to be on the podcast, but its opponent. Oh my God. Who killed Captain Alex?
If you guys don't know what that movie is about, oh my God, y'all are in for a fucking treat.
That is the single greatest thing I have fucking ever witnessed in my entire life.
Oh my God, I want to watch that again just because it's
Dude,
so fucking great.
It's one of those movies you can just watch for the lulz and like not even have to endure it like we had for like 3 of these fucking movies. Like you can watch it and have a great fucking time. It's just, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. It's, yeah. So anyway, like that's what we got coming up for you guys. We're probably going to listen back to this and be like, oh my God, don't ever get drunk and talk again.
Or depending on how many people listen to this, I'd be like, yeah, we should do this quite a few more times.
Yeah, because we're sitting here thinking we're funny because we're drunk and everything's funny to us on the screen. But I implore you, let us know if this is something you'd like to see again. And just remember that you voted for it, by the way. When we asked, you fucking voted for it. Well, here. I mean, you know, they got to get their eye patches on.
Oh my gosh. Enough with the eye patch.
But if you want to hear us do something like this again, just let us know. You know, just tweet at us, comment on Instagram, Facebook, us, whatever. Just let us know if you want to see this. If you don't want to fucking see or hear it again, just tell us, just go fuck ourselves. Like, straight up. Tell us to go fuck
Get off of podcasting.
Okay, I'm going to get off podcasting now. Oh my God. That was Earth's Mightiest Heroes. For this week, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
I've been drunk Okame.
We're both been drunk, goddammit. Until next time, shades on.
We're off.